former governor of Lagos State, Bola Tinubu, said Nigerians are tired of fasting. I just want to ask you the question, what do you think he's talking about?
He's playing to the gallery. He's playing to the gallery because he's part of this government. He's playing to the gallery because he have access to Mr. President. He's playing to the gallery because he could as well approach Mr. President and advise him on the right thing to do to salvage the situation. I can understand he raised some pertinent issues. He was bandishing figures. I'm not questioning those figures because they're from Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. Like where he said that 23 million Nigerians are poor. That 33% are jobless. That 33% of Nigerians are poor. Those things are data from Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. But what the question I'm asking is, the advice is, he did not need to go to the media to say it. He did not need to go to the media to advise Mr. President that what he need to do, that Nigerians are tired of fasting. Look at what he's saying, that they should recruit 50 million Nigerians into the military. Is that the way to go? We have seen that the crisis we have in Nigeria is coming from a particular ethnic group. It's coming from Fulani herdsmen. And the World Global Terrorism Desk put Fulani herdsmen as the fourth most dangerous terrorist organization in the world. So what the government should be doing is to think of acquiring critical infrastructure, air platform to combat these criminals. And the federal government have failed over the years to designate and proscribe Fulani herdsmen. Because until the government realize that they are dealing with a formidable terrorist organization, they have not yet started. In 2010, Ghana government summarily dismissed Fulani herdsmen out of their territory. They are a menace. It is a known fact globally that they are terrorist people. Look at what happened in Benue State recently. They came out, they own up, according to a group that claim responsibility, Fulani nationality movement. They said that they are Fulani in 15 countries, representing millions of Fulanis. And they even said that the reason they did not kill the governor, that it was as a result of technical error, that next time he might not be lucky. What am I trying to say? I'm saying that Nigeria is fighting a formidable terrorist organization that need every seriousness to combat. And again, Nigeria is losing the war. And again, Nigeria's image at the international community is coming down. Because what you need to do, they don't do the right thing. Particularly when it comes to excesses of Nigerian army, excesses of Nigerian police, excesses of Nigerian DSS. Whether in the course of investigation, in the course of fighting crime and criminality, there's always a rule of engagement. I've seen in many situations where Amnesty International will indict Nigerian army. Instead of Nigerian government, instead of Nigerian army addressing the issues raised, they try to label Amnesty International as a partisan organization. And whether you like it or not, an organization like Amnesty International is a reputable one globally. And when the best of nations, the best of organizations globally take their decisions, they rely on reports from those organizations like Amnesty International. Under Jonathan, American government refused to sell critical ammunition to Nigeria because they cited nihil law. Nihil law in America forbids American government to sell arms and ammunition, some category of ammunition to any country that have history of human rights violation. And all these are what Nigerian army stand for. Their hallmark is brutality, intimidation, extrajudicial killing. And in a civilized society, it doesn't work like that. We are seeing in America where a John Floyd was killed by American police personnel. We are seeing the sweetener with which people protested. We are seeing how even their own security forces protected the protesters. And we are seeing how the policemen were arrested. Currently, they are under prosecution. That's a country where rule of law works. That's a country where you say they are practicing democracy. In Nigeria, we are only practicing rule of Buhari, rule of man, not rule of the law. Because if Mr. President gives an order in Nigeria, it supersedes the rule of law. Mr. President can decide to willfully disobey court order. We have seen it in so many cases. We have even seen where the government willfully unseated a sitting justice of the federation with flimsy excuse. We have seen Adama have come recently to explain that there was a speculation that he had meeting with Atiku in Dubai prior to 2019 election, and the government had every instrumentality to do investigation, refused to do investigation. The next thing, they came after him and his office, and today they rubbish him. Somebody who has built his career over the years. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is that the reason we are seeing this problem is because the government is not doing the needful. And if you must do the needful is to restructure this country. Because until you restructure Nigeria, there is no way Nigeria will work. Nigeria is structured to fail ab initio. Because a situation where military sat somewhere, drafted a constitution, forced it on Nigerians, not minding whether you intended to cohabit with this other man, is wrong. And if you look at what the federal government is having currently, it is what is stampeding development in this country. Because look at exclusive legislative lists. You have 68 items on that list. And these are areas you needed concurrent jurisdiction from federal government and state governments. And you give the federal government exclusive right to be adjudicating over those issues, to be handling those issues. Take power, for instance. Why should you need approval from Abuja to develop power sector in Lagos? Why should you need approval from Abuja before the IG or Commissioner of Police in Nigeria will listen to the governor of Lagos State? It's wrong. The command and control of the security architecture should be changed. The state should be empowered to recruit, deploy, and combat crime in their jurisdiction. Only recently, Mr. President was charging the governors to go and police the forest in their jurisdictions, in their domains. One now ask, police the forest with what? Do they have the wherewithal to do it? We are still in this country where even states, against all odds, have put together some security arrangement to combat crime in their locality. Let's use Amateku for instance. We are seeing how federal government have unilaterally, consistently refused to allow them to be armed. That best explains why you can see an Amateku operational vehicle being vandalized, being burned by suspected Fulani herdsmen. So it's unfortunate.
It's the truth and they know the truth. Maybe probably we somehow heard that he has an interest. That's why he's trying to come out to say what Nigeria is actually passing through. If you look at it over time, he has been there as a leader from a political party to another political party, even as a state governor and all of that. They always know the truth, but it's just that their own internal selfishness has made them to shy away from the truth. The truth remains that Nigerians are hungry. Nothing is going on. Thank God you are a journalist. Just take your time to interview. Just look at the environment. Look at every person you see there are less than 45 days. People who are supposed to be productive and adding value to the economy of nation, they are just running about, doing nothing. And what would they expect them to do at the end of the day? They are hungry. No money, no food, no resources, and the one we are getting is being used on their own selfish political reasons. He said the truth quite all right, but somehow I would dare to say he is part of the problem. But because of the interest that we are hearing, although he has not come out to confirm it on the show that he's interested in presidency, that he's trying to come up with some certain things that people would now think, okay, yes, if he comes in, he can solve the problem and all of that. So that is my take on that.
And what do you think, from what he has said, what do you think Nigerian government should do?
Look, Nigerian government developing this nation is not too far off. Recently, I came back from South, precisely from Cross River to this place. When I was busy telling my colleagues, look at arable lands. The only thing you need to do for this land is to control the weeds. In 3 months, you have your corn. In 6 months, you have your yam. What happened to that? Does it mean that these billions they are busy stealing around, they cannot use it to get a chemical that can control weed for youth to farm? Now I want to tell you something. I am from Edo State. There was a time a particular governor in Edo State was clamoring for youth inclusive in agriculture. Youth inclusive in agriculture. I came up with a proposal. I run to the to government at Osadebe. They said I should go through the Ministry of Agriculture. I got there. I didn't meet the commissioner. I had to meet the permanent secretary. Do you know how much they are giving us for an agricultural process? They were giving out 50,000 naira. That cannot give you a parcel of land, buy the crops, take do the necessary labor. I just like I said, is it what you want to do that you are busy shouting the whole media that there is an agricultural there's an agricultural program going on in Benin that you should come in and do? It was even right there in the office that the staff of the ministry told me that they are not serious. They are just trying to get sympathy and trying to show to the world that they are working. Actually, nothing is in place. So, through the process of agriculture, bring a comprehensive and understandable program. I tell you, the youth of this nation are ready to do it. There are some. I love what the former governor of Lagos State did through the LRO something less. There is their Lagos State something fund they are giving out to youth. Ambode came up with that program, and without too much of bring this and bring that, he started giving out money to youth for them to do their petty business. I know of people who are beneficiaries who now have what they are doing as a result of that sub loan that man gave out. And I happen to be in one program when this governor, the present deputy governor of this state, Hamzat, said that the problem of they are having in terms of giving out loan is for the elites, not the youth or the average citizens. He said they give out money to the elite, they take money in the tunes of millions and billions. By the time you start asking them for the money, they use court injunction. Imagine if you give a youth 500,000, $1 million naira to start a petty trade or business, and you give them, okay, now moratorium. Look at when you start paying. He cannot run away. It's not the money is not even enough for you to go and take a lawyer to go to court and start taking injunction. But rather, he will be thinking of let me pay and get more to boost the business. That is that one. We hear in paper they steal billions, they steal millions for nothing. If you give out this money with a very defined program and you incorporate them into a smaller bank like this what's called microfinance, who knew them to where they stay and all of that, and monitor them, they should come up with a business they can do, give them these little loans, they start or something. So there are a lot government can do. There are a lot of government that go. If you go to some ministries, if you have something to do with ministries, you find out that every ministry is underemployed. They don't employ anybody. So some people can fit in there. Gradually, before you know it, if you give a particular youth something to do, come up with a program, and you find out the program is understanding, is comprehensive enough, and you give him the money to start, and you monitor him through the microfinance system. I tell you, that youth will bring 1 or 2 persons. Those ones are off street. Then they think of how to, grow it. They know what to do. What to do is not the problem. It's the greediness in the mind and wickedness in the mind of these leaders that is causing this problem.
Well, I see the man as somebody that draw out spear or javelin or sword and stab it on himself. Why must he be saying that? Is he not the one that threw Nigeria into this kind of ugly situation? Is he trying to tell us that we don't know anything or that we are hungry people? We are not hungry. I'm an Igbo man, I work hard, and by the grace of God, I feed. Yoruba men are not hungry. You have many Yorubas that are industrious, more industrious than I. So I don't know why Tinubu is just causing problem and still trying to, tell us that he's not the one that caused the problem. He started it, he's gonna end it. But by the way, I wanna say, happy birthday to you, Baba Tinubu, at 69. If you are sincere, if you really mean well for Nigerians, I don't think you can come out with questions. The only thing you can come out is release all your money in your bank, overseas, your bank, in the local bank in Nigeria, just use it to fund the youth, to create job, to empower the youth, empower Nigerians, so that this country will move forward. You don't need to ask us such bullshit questions, because you are the one that rigged Buhari back to his office. After 2015 to 2019, everybody said, wow, Tinubu would have learned his lesson. He's not going to do that again anymore. But now, you see, in 2019, Tinubu, 4 billion van, he rigged election in Lagos State. And nobody said anything. EFCC could not even ask him questions about where or how come about 4 billion van in a very critical situation like that. So, how do you see it? The man is still asking us questions of profiling solution to end hunger in Nigeria or bad economic situation in Nigeria. Why? He is the one that, caused it. He caused the situation.
I know, look, I know the man on one-on-one some years ago. And I don't know, maybe what I will say now, I don't know, maybe it's going to make me enemy to him. Oh God. What I want is, I respect the man. Instead for him to pronounce that statement, he could have kept quiet, because it's an architect of the present administrations.
What do you mean, sir?
Thank you. Without him surrender AC. AC. Is it AC before or is ACN? ACN. Without him surrender ACN state to Buhari, the Buhari cannot win the elections. In other words, let me use the Southwest. Okay, that's correct. So he surrender Southwest for Buhari. Without that, Buhari cannot win the election. So, and again, he's in the front line of conversing for true federalism before this particular dispensation. But I'm just surprised when it's connected with the power that be, he keeps silence about it. So what he's saying now, that Nigeria is tired of fasting, I will say he shoot himself at the leg. Not at the head though. He shoot himself at the leg. So
my brother, one-eyed man in the land of the blind is a king, you remember? Majority of Nigerians, especially some ethnic groups, not from the east, let me inform you, they are not like up there. This is exactly the politics Tinubu, the West and the North play. They have been playing since I was born. It's not new. If any of them makes that comment, all of them will follow and say, yes, now he's right now. Nigeria is... Okay, who made the Lagosians and Westerners poorer? Tinubu. The structure he has been talking about, the LASMA, VIO, Lagos brand, or Lagos zone, they are all Tinubu boys. All those national union, everything, they are forcing people, forcing laws, creating laws. Every Lagosian is paying through their nose to survive in Lagos. This thing you see in Lagos State now, the hardship you see, one of the worst states you can live in to succeed is Lagos State. Before it wasn't like that. It's caused by Tinubu. So is he talking to who? Or I go to West now, some of them will be celebrating him. Say, yes, now he's right. Huh? Many of them don't know he's the main problem they have. Because he is doing the same thing Buharis are doing. Oh, yeah, okay, my brother. Can you give me one reason why they closed border before COVID-19 outbreak? They closed border against Nigerians, especially Southerners, so that there will be hunger. One of the weapons of fighting your enemy is to create hunger and then impose that Islamic programs upon them. Unleash the herdsmen upon them. They must agree to whatever you say. My brother, the poverty they are creating in the West, Tinubu, or you go and check the highest ethnic group that sell their property in Nigeria more than our Westerners. You don't know? Hausa don't sell like Yorubas. Who created that poverty? This thing I'm saying, I'm not joking. My brother, I am not joking as you see me. No, I can't boast much, but I'm a bit intelligent. I understand it. Small. The poverty, you see, you don't know that Westerners very poor. Yeah, you see, average person, hey, abudu. What do they call them? If you want to pull your block, they will collect money. It's part of poverty. They are not employed. Gainfully employed. Average Westerner, they don't have shop. They say, go to Ladipo, they are bought everywhere. Computer Village has completely sold every building in Computer Village. Go to Island, all those Tobies, Igbos are bought everywhere. You don't know? You think I'm joking? I'm not lying. They have sold everything. The small time they will sell their property and share it and go to one local village and buy one land and build 3 rooms. Who caused it is the kind of politics Tinubu play. Before election, close to time of election, he will be buying Indomie, buy phone, buy keke, share some of them. He'll be throwing phone, smartphone, they will be clapping. Hey, Tinubu is too much, Jagaban. Imagine one man ruling you for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, telling you who to be the next governor. And you are clapping, you have leaders. One-eyed man is the king in the land of the blind. Go to all the whole Western world. You can't go to Igbo land to see that kind of thing. Which is the masses before the king. You know, Igbos are the descendants of, from Israel. They don't allow a man to rule them. Go to Eastern region, a man doesn't rule them. Or you see what they did in the West. That Computer Village, they wanted to bring a Yaloja. They asked, who is a Yaloja? Go to Ladebo. They say they want a yard, Babalo. They say, hey, why? You can't go to anywhere and control them like that. They will bring a leader among themselves. And he has a tenure. After a while, the person will step down, they will do election and bring another person. A man in the Eastern region can never control Easterners. See Akpabio, see former governor, Imo State, Rota, all of them. Immediately you finish your own regime, step down and move away. My brother, what Tinubu is doing is the what they are playing here. And that thing he's saying, some of them are buying it in the West. They are buying that kind of politics. He will be telling them that there is poverty in the land, that there is unemployment. Who caused the unemployment? When the world said the worst city to live in and succeed in the whole world globally is Lagos State. Who caused that? It's Tinubu.
Well, if opportune to see Tinubu, I will abuse him. Why? I will curse him. He is the one that put us for this problem. I know him when he was a Mobi, as an accountant in Mobi. He is the one that put us for this mess. How did he put us for this mess? When Obasanjo was there, how much for a bag of rice? How much will we pay for NEPA? How much was dollars? When Yaradua came in, how much was rice? How much was dollars and petroleums? We were not fighting like this. We did not divide like this. When good luck came in fact, we were even messing up. Good luck, with the messed up, good luck cannot even arrest a fly. But they called in a woman. Nigeria was living fine. He was just trying to build Nigeria. The hatred by Tinubu and some cabal led to go and bring this, what will I call it, Zoom man. A man that cannot control his home. A man that his wife run away to Dubai. A man that cannot control his children. A man that doesn't even know how to govern a chairman of local government. That is Buhari. But today, they make him a president. Who made the president? It was Tinubu, who led coalition. Plus Bakare today, and other human rights. Femi Falana. But where are they today? All of them, they are hiding under the gutter. So, Tinubu saying there is hunger in the town, Wallah is the most frustrated human being. I hate him because he is the one who led the coalition, spent billions of dollars to bring this, and a man, a tree that they planted in Asorok. You see? So now it's a shame for him. Now it's a plan that when you rule, I give you. Now today, I tell you, God Almighty in heaven will never allow Tinubu to get there. It will be worse than the people Abiola. He cannot say popular than Abiola. Cannot say has money than Abiola. But today, did not that shock him. They want to collect his money. If he give you, collect. If he give me, I will collect. But like that vote, I'd rather give Hausa man that vote that I give to Tinubu. Because he's the one who led us, number one, armed robber. He's the one who led us for kidnapping. He's the one who led us for poverty. Ashawo, hatred. Our boy who are carrying BS now. When Atiko was there, when the Obasanjo was there, Jonathan was there. We used CPS, but under Tinubu, he had turned everybody to Muslim.
But what actually do you see that he did that makes you felt he's the one that caused all this?
If he's the one who let coalition spend money and brought this old man, we know he was one. Every single thing they used Boko Haram to throw that man away. They went to Ojota. You saw it now. Sponsored them in Ojota. You see them today. How many times that brother has his kick for it? Did Tinubu say anything? When there was killing in Ibadan, was killing everywhere. Did Tinubu say anything? But today, he's coming out to say hunger in the town. Who brought the hunger? Tinubu is the one that brought the hunger. He's the one who brought the hunger because he went to carry a man that doesn't even know his family, how to control his family. How much more local government chairman? Buhari cannot be a chairman of local government. If it's US or even Ghana, I don't think Buhari will get chairman. Rather they carry and put there. So today we are suffering it. So for him coming out to say he want to become president, my brother, they rather give it to an Hausa man. Let it continue. I'm not hiding it. I have said it. Nigeria, if you like, you don't like, let the president go back to North because they are the one. They will see tomorrow. They don't like him. So all the investment, all the road, they stop it. Even the people meter they were bringing Jonathan bring for us, they stop it. He brought Fashola. Look at Fashola. When Fashola have not become a minister, his head was green. But today, Fashola now, look all he had. All he had have become white because of wickedness. So now, let all of these old men go to farm. Let them go enjoy their money. Allow the youth to take over. Otherwise, let me tell you, one day, that answer that happen, the one that will happen will consume all of them.